Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Classics with Courtney. Today, we are going to tackle a re-review / reaction video. This is the 1935 version of A Christmas Carol, which I did already tackle several years ago. However, I want to go into it with a fresh perspective and bring you guys along on the journey. So let's go ahead and take a look at this very old classic.
Is there anything I can do for you, sir?
Well, if it is quite convenient, I should like to speak with a member of the firm.
You wish to see me, I presume, sir?
Yes. Have I the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Mr. Marley's been dead these 7 years.
Oh.
Dead as a doornail. Died 7 years ago, this very night. Are there no prisons?
Yes. Plenty of prisons.
The union workhouses are still in operation, eh?
They are. Still, I wish I could say they were not.
Warlaw and the treadmill are in full vigor, then, eh?
Both very busy, sir.
Very glad to hear it, sir. I thought from what you said that something had occurred to interfere with them in their useful course.
Here we have Sir Seymour Hicks as Scrooge, and personally, I think he does a really fine job. I think he pulls off the bitterness very well, and I also like the actor who plays Cratchit here. Pretty good casting, I think, for an early adaptation.
May I inquire, Mr. Cratchit, what you're doing with that shovel full of coal?
Oh, you know, I was just gonna dance with it. What do you think I'm gonna do with it?
Merry Christmas to you, Uncle, and God save you. Bah! Humbug.
Hey, here comes my favorite character, Fred. I also like to point out that once we see Fred on screen, the music automatically changes to a joyful tune. I absolutely love that.
And therefore, though it's never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe it has done me good and will do me good. And I say, God bless it.
Hear, hear. Hear, hear.
I'm with you, Cratchit. What was that?
Humbug.
Now that was a cool effect. And even relatable. You see a lot of people that'll make like these shorts and stuff that's like, you know, when you have something hanging in your closet, it looks like there's someone there, but then it's just your clothes hanging. So that's actually a pretty good effect there. Well done.
Look well, Ebenezer Scrooge, for only you can see me.
What you want with me?
Much.
So although I'm a bit disappointed that we don't see Marley in this version, I think I will give it a pass. Only because this is 1935 and the effects done at that time weren't exactly up to par. Although, granted, we did also have King Kong that came out in 1933, and then we had The Invisible Man, which I believe came out in 1933, and the effects in those were actually really good. So, but then again, this is British. I don't really know about the filmmaking in British times during the 30s, so I don't know. I mean, it's effective enough, and with the camera angles and the way Scrooge is, you can kind of visualize where he's going. I think it also gives you a sense of mystique, like what does he look like? You hear the chains, which, okay, that's a good thing, but you don't see him, so it's I think it also works in that regard because you're kind of on the edge of your seat. But Seymour Hicks does a great job here, I think, as well, too.
I am the spirit of Christmas past. I am here to show you the things that have been.
Okay, see, I like this too. The fact that we don't even see the spirit of Christmas past. Another awesome little change there. Okay, I can roll with that. Okay, so the Ghost of Christmas past basically cuts into where Scrooge is already becoming cold-hearted, and when his fiancée Belle leaves him, and then we end up seeing her with her new family, and they talk about her husband seeing Scrooge in the window, which is book accurate. The problem with this, though, is once again, it's kind of the idea that you basically have to read the book in order to know what's going on, because if you didn't read the book, you'd be a little confused, because they basically cut out everything dealing with his childhood and Fezziwig and everything that led up to how he became cold-hearted.
Spirit, conduct me where you will. Already I have been forth under compulsion and learned the lesson which is working now. If you have aught to teach me, let me profit by it.
Touch my robe, and you shall see how your poor clerk, with his paltry 15 shillings a week, which you so grudgingly dole out to him, keeps Christmas.
Once again, you're telling Scrooge what you're going to show him. Don't tell him, just show him.
And where's our Martha?
She's, not coming.
Not coming? Not coming upon Christmas Day?
Yes, Father dear, here I am.
I really like Donald Calthrop's portrayal of Mr. Cratchit here. I think he does a really good job, and I just found out he played in quite a few of Alfred Hitchcock's films from his British era, so that makes it all the more fun.
Well, I've no patience with your Uncle Scrooge.
Oh, I have. I'm sorry for him. What does the following represent? An animal. Rather a disagreeable animal. A savage animal. An animal that grunts and growls and talks and lives in London.
And walks the streets?
Yes.
And isn't even made ashore?
No, doesn't have an embroidery. No.
Isn't a horse?
No.
No. Cow.
No. A dog.
So, here's my problem, I guess, when it comes to Fred's character. I love Fred. I relate to him a lot. The optimism, the joyfulness, I really relate to that. However, I don't like when he makes sport out of Scrooge at the party. And again, I don't know. I guess that just shows that as well intentioned as Fred is and as kind as he is, he's still human and he still has flaws like everybody else. But I don't know. To me, it's just, if you're going to stand up for somebody, which he does, he's Scrooge's advocate, if you think about it. Everybody else is against him, except Cratchit. Cratchit doesn't speak ill will towards him either. Fred is basically Scrooge's advocate for his family. So when he stands up for him and says, well, I feel sorry for him, but then he makes sport of him at the party, to me, I don't really think it made sense for his character. I think just from a personal level, I don't think it fits Fred's character. But I am glad that Cratchit is another advocate of Scrooge, and he too does not make sport of him, though. He doesn't say anything against him. He sticks up for him, even to his own wife. He's like, my dear, it's Christmas Day. Let's drink a toast to Mr. Scrooge. It's okay. So, I don't know. I could be thinking too much about this, but I don't know. That's just how I feel. But what do you guys think? Well, that's not creepy at all.
My little child. Tiny Tim, thy childish essence was from God.
For I draw nearer to thee, stone at which you point. Tell me, are these the shadows of the things that will be? Or are they the shadows of the things that may be only? Ebenezer Scrooge! Am I that man who lay upon the bed? No, Spirit, no. I'll not be the man I was. Tell me I may sponge away the writing on this stone. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach.
Another great metaphor. He's basically fighting death. That's actually pretty good.
Oh, Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year to all the world. Oh, hey.
Seymour does an amazing job playing the grouchy Scrooge, but he's even more amazing when he's playing the sweet, joyful Scrooge. He's almost like adorable.
Fred,
Bless my soul, who's this?
it is I, your Uncle Scrooge. I've come to dinner. Will you let me in, Fred?
You know, I believe that he is one actor who actually shows emotion, or actually gets emotional when he becomes changed man. I actually love that in his performance here. I don't see too many actors who actually shed a tear or anything after he's been changed, but I love that little detail. I think that is really, really heartwarming and sweet.
Janitor? What do you mean by coming here at this time of day? I'm going to raise his salary, and as for Tiny Tim, I'll be a second father to him. God bless him. No more work today, Bob, no work today. Make haste to your family, Bob. They'll be wanting you today, Bob. They'll be wanting you today. A Merry Christmas, Bob.
A merrier Christmas, my good fellow, than I've given you for many a year.
Go on now. Go on. Merry Christmas to all the world. Happy New Year to everyone. God bless us all. God bless us everyone.
Oh my gosh, they added him going to church. I never remembered that. That is so sweet. And I love the Christian atmosphere and the family values that they put in here. I love it. And that concludes my review of the 1935 adaptation of A Christmas Carol. And what did I think of it after revisiting? I liked it. I think there are some things, obviously, that are more nitpicky that I can talk about. But overall, I think it is a really cute movie. It's not too long. It does get the point across. And I love the performance of Sir Seymour Hicks. Amazing. I really like this version. And I definitely recommend you guys give it a watch for sure. And that concludes this review. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have seen this version and what do you think of it. And let me know your favorite adaptation of A Christmas Carol and if you've read the book. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Have a great and wonderful day.